Thank you, Johnny. Hi, folks, and welcome.
This is Jeopardy! This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Hey, Johnny, thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Zoology, A in geography, American history, myths and legends, controversial TV, and that's my ma. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. Player 1, make a selection. The giant Pacific This may have as many as 1,600 suckers on its arms. They help it to taste and touch. Yes, Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus control.
Yeah!
Good. Player 1, back to you. While it doesn't breathe fire, the dragon named for this Indonesian island does kill its prey with its deadly saliva. Player 1? Correct. Please pick again. Doggone it, a mud puppy isn't a little doggy, but a large one of these amphibians. It's Player 1. That's right, way to go. We return to you. A type of this snake that sounds like a James Clavell novel is Australia's deadliest and most feared. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Choose again, Player 1. The rare white alligator has a condition called leucism, meaning it lacks this skin pigment. Player 1? Yes. Select again. This ancient city is the capital of Greece. Yes, Player 2. Right. Player 2. Here's Kelly with the clue.
It's the name of the island seen here, mate.
Okay, Player 1. Yeah, good. Player 1. Mont Blanc is the highest peak in these mountains. Let's hear it, Player 1. Good. You again, Player 1. It's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. How much are you going to wager, Player 1? Answer this. Kabul is its capital. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1. Known to the Romans as Numidia, it borders the Mediterranean. It's Player 2. Yep. Please pick again, Player 2. After General Cornwallis surrendered at Yorktown, this American traitor accompanied him back to England. Okay, Player 1. Correct. We return to you, Player 1. In 1898, Americans were urged to remember the battleship named for this state. It sank in Havana Harbor. Let's hear it, Player 3. Right. Select again. This January 1st, 1863 document liberated all slaves in regions still under Confederate control. Player 3. Good for you. Player 3, back to you. The New Deal refers to the economic recovery and social reforms implemented by this U.S. president. Yes, player 2. Yes. Player 2. In 1609, this captain was injured in a gunpowder explosion and lost his leadership role in Jamestown. It's player 1. You got it. You get to pick again, player 1. The earliest ballads of this outlaw say that his activities took place in South Yorkshire, not Nottinghamshire. Let's hear it, player 1. That's it. You again, player 1. In some legends, it's the influence of the full moon that changes a man into one of these, also called a lycanthrope. Yes, player 2. Right. Choose again, player 2. Kelly will present this clue.
According to Norse legend, to learn the secrets of the rune stones, this chief god hung himself from a tree.
Player 2.
Yeah!
Right you are. Player 2. Back. This steel-driving man beat a steam drill in a race to make a railroad tunnel, but died with his hammer in his hand. It's player 1. That's correct. Player 1. This hero of mythology cleaned the Augean stables by diverting the courses of 2 nearby rivers. Okay, player 3. Hey, you're right. You get to pick again, player 3. This singer's hip gyrations on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1957 were not shown because they were deemed too sexual. Let's hear it, player 2. That is correct. Select again. In a speech, this real-life VP blasted fictional Murphy Brown for her choice to have a child out of wedlock. Yes, player 3. You are correct. Player 3. This animated show proved nothing is sacred with the episode Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh. It's player 3. That's correct. Player 3. Back. She shocked many with her wardrobe malfunction in the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show. Okay, player 2. That's correct. Please pick again, player 2. It was alien telekinesis that caused TV's first interracial kiss on this show. Player 1. Good. We return to you, player 1. In 1758, Ben Franklin issued his last publication of this annual. Let's hear it, player 2.
Yeah!
Right you are. You again, player 2. Game fish of the family Istiophoridae with a pointed snout. It's player 3. That is correct. Choose again. Player 3. A doctor who specializes in the treatment of skin diseases. Yes, Player 3. That's right. Way to go. Player 3. Pick again. Here's Kelly.
Its silhouette is seen here.
Okay, Player 2. That's it. And now the $1,000 clue. Dr. Faustus, playwright. Player 2. You got it. The Double Jeopardy round will begin right after this. Player 3, you are currently in last place. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. Debriefing, book learning, inventors and inventions, 1960s TV, I resign, and religion. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we continue. It's the alliterative salutation that traditionally begins each entry of a girl's daily journal. Yes, Player 1. Good. Player 1, back to you. To slobber, or to bounce a basketball. It's Player 1. Yes. Choose again, Player 1. Humorous poetry with irregular rhythm is known by this canine name. Okay, Player 1. That is correct. Player 1, back to you. Answer, the first of the daily doubles. And you're in the lead now. Please select your wager, Player 1. Here is your clue. To a Londoner, it's a trash can. Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. Player 1, an alcoholic may suffer from this, from the Greek for mad thirst. Player 2. Yes. You get to pick again, Player 2. Her Little Women appeared in 1868. A mere 127 years later, her A Long Fatal Love Chase arrived. Let's hear it, Player 3. You are correct. Player 3, you pick again. In addition to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, he wrote an 1887 story on the Civil War, North against South. Okay, Player 2. Hey, you're right. You again, Player 2. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, in a 1945 book by this author. It's Player 2. Right. Please pick again. In 1840, he hit a bumpo in the road and penned The Pathfinder. Let's hear it, Player 3. Yes. Select again. In 1863, this Russian wrote The Cossacks, a short novel based on his travels with the army. Yes, Player 1. Good for you. We return to you, player 1. Walter Deemer with the Fleer Company invented the first commercially successful type of this chewing gum in 1928. Player 2. Right. Player 2. In 1879, James A. Ritty invented this machine, and retailers have been ringing up sales ever since. Okay, player 1. Yep. Player 1. In 1798, this cotton gin inventor began using a system of interchangeable parts to make muskets for the U.S. government. Let's hear it, player 1. Yeah, good. You get to pick again. In 1938, chemist Roy Plunkett invented polytetrafluoroethylene, a non-stick substance better known as this. It's player 2. Correct. Please pick again. Martha Costin invented the Costin This, a device for signaling at sea in the 1850s. Player 3. Right. Choose again. Player 3. First aired on September 30th, 1963, Opie the Birdman has become a classic episode of this sitcom. Yes, player 1. That's correct. We return to you. The never-used lyrics of its theme song were written by Gene Roddenberry. Okay, player 3. Correct. Player 3. On The Addams Family, Ted Cassidy played not only Lurch, but this disembodied hand as well. Yes, player 3.
Yeah!
Hey, you're right. You again, player 3. On August 29th, 1967, he finally caught up with the one-armed man. It's player 1. That is correct. Player 1. In 1964, Mary Tyler Moore won her first Emmy as this new Rochelle housewife. Player 1. Yep. Select again. His August 8, 1974 speech began, "Good evening. This is the 37th time I have spoken to you from this office." Let's hear it, player 1. Good for you. Player 1. In 1996, after 20 years managing the Dodgers, this man resigned. Okay, player 2. That's correct. We return to you, player 2. In 1869, he resigned his Western Union operator's job to devote more time to his inventions. Player 2. You got it. Choose again, player 2. This Chief Justice resigned in 1986 to chair the Commission on the Bicentennial of the U.S. Constitution. Let's hear it, player 1.
Yeah!
Right. Select again. Lisa. The second daily double. You are in the lead right now. Please enter your wager. Okay, here is the clue. You may know the name of this woman who left NASA in 1993 to go into the business of advanced technologies. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Player 1, pick again. As part of Catholic baptism, this word doesn't mean time at the gym, but the casting out of demons. It's player 2. That's correct. Please pick again, player 2. Autobiography of a Yogi was a popular book by this religion's first missionary to settle in the U.S. Yes, player 3. Yeah, good. Player 3, back. The church founded by Mary Baker Eddy in 1879 was formerly called the Church of Christ This. It's player 3. You are correct. You again, player 3. At a deer park, Buddha taught the path of this many parts, part of the Four Noble Truths. Let's hear it, player 2. Yes.
Yeah!
And the $2,000 clue? Let's go over to Kelly.
The nave, the central part of a cruciform church, ends in this recessed area that is usually vaulted.
Player 3? Right you are. Good game. All of you will continue on to play Final Jeopardy when we return. Here comes the Final Jeopardy, players. The category is this: National Holidays. So, what's your wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. The Final Jeopardy clue is: June 23rd, National Day in this country, began as a celebration of the birthday of Grand Duchess Charlotte. What did you put as your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? Let's see your response. And that correct response will add... What did you say? And this correct response will add how much to your score? You've come out ahead as our champion, player 1. Good game, everyone, and thank you so much for playing.